In a couple of hours, we'll be in Estonia. From the capital of Tallinn, the distance to our destination Ushuaia in the south of Argentina is at least 6,000 kilometers.
We have a lot of faith in our abilities on the bikes now, and we feel confident that we'll be able to ride the distance.
But there are more pieces to the puzzle than distance. The weather on Tierra del Fuego, where Ushuaia is located, is rough and unstable, so timing matters.
We need to arrive in January at the latest, when the temperature is at its highest, giving us at least 1 month of decent weather to get there, and 1 month afterwards to explore the area.
But exactly how long will it take to get there? It's not like we can ride in a straight line like the one Google Maps is saying is equal to 6,000 kilometers. And we know we'll pass some serious mountains in the southern part of Europe.
And of course we'll pass amazing cities and so beautiful scenery on the way. We will need breaks to be able to take it all in.
Are we in a hurry? We have no clue. We are traveling by bike for 1 year, and we have passed through Norway, Sweden and Finland so far. We are in love with the nature and the beautiful scenery of these countries, and we have also come to love meeting local people and fellow bike travelers. According to legend, the Danish flag fell from the sky on June 15th in the year 1219 during a battle right here in Tallinn. The Danish occupants was getting whooped by feisty Estonians until a divine moment occurred. The red banner engraved with the green Carlsberg logo descended from the sky.
Wait, what?
White cross. Morals of these newly Christianized post-Viking dudes got a boost and they managed to claim the victory. After visiting the memorial site of this epic event, we spent the rest of the day in tourist mode.
We could easily spend 3 or 4 days exploring this place.
Time is ticking though, so we prepare to leave tomorrow morning.
Going out of a city is always interesting. The traffic is, interesting.
These roads are pretty good and well maintained. They are also super scary. The shoulder is between 40 and 60 centimeters wide and a lot of people drive fast.
I mean, seriously fast. And don't even get me started on the giant trucks. Almost none of them stay behind us until it's safe to pass us. And the drag they create, it almost pushes me off the road.
After 2 hours on that scary road, we finally turn left onto this straightest gravel road we have ever seen. This road is 10 kilometers long and it takes us almost the rest of the way to the city where we're gonna spend the night. Riding on that dangerous main road today did not feel good. We're going to do everything we can to avoid that in the future. We have tried to plan the route for tomorrow, so we go almost entirely on smaller roads. Hopefully that's going to be a lot safer.
Tak, Grusvej, fordi du min ven.
We have been in Estonia around 48 hours now, and we're having a good time. The weather is great, and the smaller roads we have found are peaceful and surrounded by nature. And the cost of living here is very fair.
€3.
One thing is starting to feel a little odd though.
We haven't been able to establish any form of communication
with any Estonians so far.
Not even a wave when we pass other bikers.
Not a smile in the supermarket.
Nothing at all.
And it's not like we think people here owe us anything. We are guests in their country and we completely respect their way of life.
I guess we're just curious. We have never been to any of the Baltic countries before. And yeah, we want to get to know some people.
Next morning, we miss a turn and accidentally end up here. We spent a good 20 minutes admiring these brainy birds. We say goodbye to the crows and connect with the Eurovelo 10. We are riding almost exclusively on forest roads. Eurovelo is a network of 17 cycle routes that cross and connect Europe. While this is a giant leap in quality of life, the high sand content of these roads can be a bit of a challenge. Tomorrow we are crossing the border to Latvia. We're pleased to have found a good groove here towards the final kilometers of our SD adventure. This is a guest house in the middle of the forest, far away from everything.
The people who run this place,
they go out of their way to avoid us.
Like, when they walk by, they do like this.
There's a stove in this terrible kitchen, but this is too weak to actually boil water. And when I go to use the Wi-Fi in the main building to plan the route for tomorrow, they rush over and lock the door. And this is the designated place to use the guest Wi-Fi.
This is so strange.
Language barrier may be the reason why we haven't been able to connect with any Estonians, aside from this cute guy. However, it doesn't explain this Twilight Zone-esque behavior. And in fact, data suggest that more than 50% of Estonians speak English. So we need to find some Estonians somewhere in the world within the next 11 months and ask them what we need to do differently. There's something special about rolling up to this invisible line. Nothing really changes, and yet you're in a different country.
Oh wait, maybe something did change. We've been riding in Latvia for about 30 seconds, and coming towards us on the other side of the road is an elderly man on his bike. And as soon as he sees us, he starts waving and smiling at us.
It's not like Estonia left us depressed or anything. That felt like being welcomed by a million kind strangers. At the beginning of our first full day here in Latvia, we reconnect with the Eurovelo 10. Or almost reconnect. Pretty sure this is not officially part of the Eurovelo. And while it's not very effective, it is quite cozy and scenic.
By the looks of it, we're done with rain, dirt and gravel for the day, so we take a break to clean the bikes a little. We don't get real punctures on the tubeless tires, but we do get small mini punctures, especially on rough gravel roads like the ones we've been on today. They seal almost immediately from the inside, so we only lose a small amount of pressure. On a long day it does add up though, so an occasional top-up is nice. It seems we have finally left the twilight zone and entered the outskirts of Riga.
Vi har fået medvind, vi har fået modvind, vi har fået regn, vi har fået sol, vi har fået sand, vi har fået grus, vi har fået skovstier, vi har fået græs, vi har fået god asfalt, vi har fået dårlig asfalt, vi har fået vaskebåtsgrus, vi har fået strand, vi har fået trapper.
Vi har fået togbaner. This has been a pretty awesome day.
This is Yanis. He is a Warm Showers host, and we have spent the night at his place. Last night he told us stories about some of the amazing bike journeys he has been on, including a trip across America that we're quite jealous about.
Now he's guiding us through the suburbs to downtown Riga.
Do you like it? Yeah?
It's cold. It's like soda with bread.
Soda with bread.
Yes.
So, how did you pronounce it? Glass?
I actually like it. A different flavor.
Liquid bread. It's very accurate.
While we explore Riga, we give each other a proposition to think about.
The fact that we don't know if we're in a hurry or not is clouding our judgment.
We have taken on a better get going kind of mentality.
It's the reason why we ended up on scary main roads instead of going straight to the slower, safer and way more scenic Eurovelo. We have come to love the detours, the situations where we miss a turn and run into a family of crows or an unexpected beach.
That's something John from Umeå talked about. His love for paper maps partly stems from the fact that they can be a catalyst for getting a little lost.
All of these things take time.
The weather in Ushuaia, however, is not gonna wait for us.
So we need to decide if we're going to change our plan again. On the stick with the plan side of this decision is Patagonia, widely considered as one of the most beautiful places on the planet.
And who knows, if we don't go there now, we might never get the chance again. It's time to decide.
So, is it gonna be change the plan? Let's stick with the plan.
Changing our plans has given us exclusively good experiences so far. Our time in Sweden was a direct result of changing our minds, and it was amazing. I think we should change it.
Ultimately, we're deciding if this 1 year of traveling is going to be about the destination or about the journey. I say change too. It needs to be about the journey.
This is a fresh start. From now on, success is to have a great day on the bikes and enjoy the moment. It may very well be that we find ourselves in Ushuaia in 6 months, as we planned all along. We don't know. We'll keep heading in the general direction of Istanbul for now, because it seems like a nice route and Istanbul appears to be a cool place. That plan might change in the next week or in the next 10 minutes though. We take our time and remember to stop and smell the flowers.
Or in this case, we stop and admire the storks. Back in Denmark, these birds are pretty rare. But here in the Baltic countries, they seem to be everywhere. It doesn't make them any less beautiful, though.
We have started to design routes that draw the weirdest shapes on the map and takes us mostly on gravel roads, but also on more unorthodox ones. We see only a handful of cars every hour that goes by.
Nu skal vi tage dem ned og adoptere dem. Du kan lide det.
We spent night number 43, far away from everything. And wake up to maybe the most peaceful morning we have had so far. After 10 kilometers, we take our first coffee break. And 5 minutes later, the obligatory donut break. We have planned a 70-kilometer ride today, and the temperature is around 35 degrees.
So we stop at a couple of cemeteries and keep our hydration in balance.
Apparently, Lithuania has maybe the cleanest tap water in the world. When we arrive to this tiny village, we meet a new bike friend, Dalia.
I started cycling yesterday and plan to cycle 4 or 5 days more. So I'm not such a huge cycler as you know, but I wish you all the best.
Dalia got a flat tire, so we help her patch the tube so she can get going again. Letting go of the plan has essentially removed time from the equation. And it has really straightened out every single difficult decision. There's a calm confidence to the way we prioritize our time now. We have started to contact almost all the Warmshouse hosts that are located somewhat in the direction we're going. If they have time and space for us, we're going to plan the route after them. And it pays off right away.
We're going to Justa's place today. She lives just 25 kilometers from the village we stayed in last night.
And to get there, we need to hang out with our old frenemy main road. Lithuanians drive just as fast and crazy as their Baltic siblings. We just haven't been around to experience it because we have been on secondary roads.
And when we arrive to Justa's place, we get a warm welcome from her and her family.
We like to host warm showers!
My name is Noeli, I'm from France. I've been studying in Norway last year. I decided, in order to lower the carbon impact of my Erasmus, to go back home by bike. I'm supporting an association which is called Solidarité au Sud. It's mostly retired engineers that are working into supplying water or putting pumps in Africa.
Warm showers is truly a glorious concept. And we have been accepted by one more host. And on our way there,
We are riding smack dab on the border to Russia's little enclave, Kaliningrad.
so right down here at the end of this road, I think we can see the river. And on the other side of the river, it's gonna be Russia. That's Kaliningrad.
Putin's war in Ukraine has been going on for 6 months at this point.
And we are to some extent affected by the situation Russia's bully of a leader have created. We have heard great stories about the kindness and hospitality of the Russian people. So under different circumstances, we might have turned east at some point in the near future. Our host Taras and his family lives on a dairy farm near a small village 78 kilometers from Justus' place.
We spent the evening with family.
So we learn a ton about Lithuania. The similarities between our values and ideas are striking.
Perhaps this nation is in fact a secret Scandinavian relative. Bye-bye.
Very nice meeting you.
15 days have passed since we arrived in the Baltics, and more than 700 kilometers have rolled by. Rain. These three countries share a similar heritage, and yet they are so incredibly different from each other. It has been a pleasure, dear Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania.
We started in Tarragona, this is in the south of Barcelona.
And hopefully we will reach China at some point.
I'm very excited to go to the Pyrenees. This is the end of the world.
And who knows? Who knows? Exclusively good experience.